Hey guys, welcome back to another Mary Kay Wednesday. Today I want to talk about eyebrows and using the Mary Kay eyebrow pencil. I feel like this is one of the products that it's not too hyped about. I don't think anybody talks about this eyebrow pencil. For me, it's really one of the best ones that I've tried. Not only because of the pigmentation, but because it lasts on my eyebrows all day long. So it's a really good product and I just wanted to share with you how I use it. I try to use a technique that it's gonna make my eyebrows look not as dramatic, and probably is dramatic for some people, but for my taste, I mean, I can go crazy with my eyebrows. So this is more in the medium kind of, it's not too light and it's not too dark, it's something in the middle. I also find that this is the best way to realize which eyebrow is thicker than the other one. If you don't do your eyebrows with somebody, or if you don't have perfect eyebrows, I mean, this is a tutorial for you. If you have perfect eyebrows, then whatever you put on your eyebrows will look amazing. But if you don't have, you know, even eyebrows or whatever, I find that if you follow the steps and technique that I'm about to share with you, you're not only gonna get that more natural or more polished kind of look in your eyebrows, but also you will be able to see after you fill them in if one of them is thicker than the other one. Since you're following how your hair grows, you can see if one is thicker than the other one. And once you realize that, then you can kind of pluck the little hairs that are making your eyebrows look thicker than the other one. I don't know. I feel like this is the best way for me to use this eyebrow pencil, and I wanted to share it with you guys just in case you have it and you don't see how to use it, or you don't like when you apply it how it looks on you. Maybe you want to try this technique and see if it works for you. So I'm going to leave you with the tutorial. Basically, what we're going to need is the eyebrow pencil. I'm going to be using the color Soft Black by Mary Kay. You can use whatever color goes with you or whatever you like. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and tell you the color that you should pick. I mean, there's people that have blonde hair and they like darker brows. There's people that have blonde hair and use reddish brows. I mean, this is just going to be personal taste and whatever you like. I mean, you should totally wear it. I mean, the technique is going to be the same. The color that you pick, it's going to be your preference. I'm also going to need a spoolie. Whatever you have at home will work. And the brow gel. As an extra, I'm going to need a pencil sharpener, because every time I do my eyebrows with a pencil, or yeah, with this kind of pencil product, I always sharpen it before I use it, just to make sure that the tip is as thin as you can to start the process. And then when you start to fill it in, you don't need that pointy tip anymore, so will be okay. So let's go ahead and get a little bit out of this and try to leave it as pointy as possible. As you can see, I already did this eyebrow and I'm gonna move on to the other one. What I'm gonna be doing is just like drawing my eyebrow, at least the bottom of my eyebrow. If you want to make your eyebrows thicker, I mean, this would be your chance. I'm gonna move this over here. This would be your chance, because it looks more natural if you overdraw, or at least I think so, or on me I find it that's the most natural way. If you overdraw your eyebrows, it's better to do it underneath and not on top, because I feel like on top you can see that you are going over your natural eyebrow, but when you do it underneath, it's not so noticeable. So, and you can always clean it. So that's something that I wanted to mention. In this case, I'm gonna move on to the top part right now. And what I'm gonna be doing is just drawing the hairs in the direction that they grow. So I'm gonna try not to do like a straight line, but I'm gonna try to follow how the hair grows. But the one thing you should keep in mind is, since you're following your natural hair, sometimes you will be able to see after you've done both of your eyebrows that one is thicker than the other one. So my recommendation is you either draw it under, leaving some hair up, or what you can do is just as soon as you're done filling your eyebrows and you realize that this is thicker than this other one, you can wipe it off and then pluck all those hairs, and then you can make them even. Whenever you don't fill in your eyebrows, sometimes it's hard to see if one is thicker than the other one. And I'm not saying this is a professional tip or anything, but this is what I do when I feel like, especially this one gets thicker than this one. I almost poked my eye. But so for that reason, you know, I just keep in mind that if I'm looking at this eyebrow and it's getting a little bit too thick because I'm following how the hair grows, then I just go a little bit underneath, you know, following how the hair grows, but then pluck whatever it's up so it can match on the other side. I don't know if that's helpful or not, but I still wanted to mention it. Now I'm gonna get the spoolie and I'm gonna blend the inner part, which was the part that I didn't apply any product. Now this is a very deep color, even for me that I have black hair, and whenever you don't have any kind of eye makeup, it looks kind of weird or too dark, but as soon as you apply eye makeup, it's really kind of changes completely how it looks. So basically what I did is just fill them in a way that is following the natural growth of my hair, and at the same time I implemented colors so they will look even instead of just missing some of the hairs. Can you go for a lighter look and make it more or less dramatic? Absolutely, but this is the way that I like to use this pencil. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup and then I'll be back to share with you the after, which I think it looks much better when everything is on. Now after you did your eye makeup, you just apply a little bit of a brow gel, and that way your eyebrows won't move throughout the day and it will give you more of a natural hair look to your eyebrows. And that was it. I hope you enjoyed this video, that it was helpful and maybe gave you some ideas. You know, you don't have to do it exactly how I do it, but maybe something that I said kind of clicked with you and you can try it and see if it works as well. So if you're new to my channel, remember to subscribe so you won't miss any new videos Monday through Fridays. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in my next video.